Hey guys, welcome back to Pokemon Moon Silver. Let's get going. So in this video, well, let me say in the last video, we actually caught, how many did we catch in the last video? 9? I think we caught 9 legendary Pokemon in the last video. It was crazy. But anyway, in this video, we're actually going to, we're still going to be catching Pokemon, but they're not going to be like the legendary Pokemon. They're going to be more like event Pokemon, not so much legendary, but like event Pokemon that kind of have a unique way of obtaining them. So that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to start off here in Olivine and come over here to the... Oh, Mita. What's up? Ah, Matt, it has been a long time. In fact, I was looking for you. I've got an egg here that was washed up on shore, but it's a little special compared to the other eggs. Yeah. My party is full, as per usual. Alrighty. Alright, so actually, while we're here, this may be a good time to do a little bit of rearranging. Let's see, if I come back over here... Alright, so I moved Lugia and Celebi over to box 2 since that's kind of where I have all of my legendary Pokemon right now anyway. I'm just kind of making sure here that no one else in here is legendary. No, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go over to box 2 now, and then I've got a Piplup that needs to go over here. I'm trying to leave box 2 as my legendary Pokemon box. Oh, and Charmander as well. Okay, I think that should just about do it. You guys know I like to organize these freaking things. There's always way more like it's like the higher generation you get, like the more legendary Pokemon there are. And like I said, there's a lot of Generation 2 legendary Pokemon that are probably not even going to get. Or when I say a lot, there's like 2 Generation 2 Pokemon that I'm probably not even going to get. Let's see, we got the Regis here. We got Deoxys right here. Jirachi. Let's see, Shaman's a Gen 4, just like Heatran. Oh, and so is this one and that one. Let's go ahead and put Shaman right here. These are all Generation 4 legends right here, guys, and Shaman. So then once I get the other 3, they'll go right there. Let me see, who else do I still need to get? Mew, and then there's one more Generation 4. I need to get Regigigas still. Mew and Regigigas are both found in areas that we haven't explored yet, that we are going to explore at some point, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get them just yet. And then the other 3, Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza, we have explored the area that they appear in, but they don't show up until after we defeat Red. And that's something that I'm going to probably do a few videos from now. It's probably not as far as I realize. I'm probably going to do a little bit of training up before then, but yeah. Just kind of wanted to get that organized. Oh, the whole reason I came over here was to deposit someone. We'll go ahead and deposit this Joker and this Joker. Wait. Yeah, both of these Jokers will get deposited. All right. Mm-hmm. All right, so like I said, in this video, we are going to be obtaining event Pokemon that aren't necessarily legendaries. So the first one is going to be from this kimono lady here. Yes. So this is a Manaphy egg, as you can see there. So we're going to wait for that egg to hatch. And whilst we wait for the egg to hatch, they say schools of Phione sometimes cross the warm sea here. You might encounter one if you're really lucky. I'd like to see one. That Pokemon you have behind you, Sigh. That's not a Phione. Of course not. So we're going to go ahead and surf in here and see if we can find a Phione. Now, Phione have a 2% chance of showing up right here. So there's a... most likely we're going to have to run into quite a few Pokemon before we find Phione. So I may I don't know if I might like speed this up or do like a montage, but I probably won't show the full thing here unless we actually like somehow find Phione really quickly. Oh, it's a Phione! Well, that's cool, because this is what, like the 6th Pokemon I've run into here? So that is not bad at all. So let's go ahead and use Thunder. Ooh. That might actually do a lot of damage. I didn't even think about that. Stop! No! Oh. I'm gonna have to come up with a different method here, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna put Casey up front, actually. So that we can just put the thing to sleep. And then maybe I'll have Francis use Waterfall or something. Anyway. Yeah, let's see how long it takes before I can run into another one.
20 minutes later.
Oh, finally. Finally. Alright, I can't mess this up, guys. I cannot mess this up. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can just throw a Dusk Ball at this No. Alright, but it did wiggle a couple times, so maybe now that it's asleep. Let me try. I was gonna say, because I'm a little bit afraid to attack it, but we finally got it, guys. I have been recording this video for 32.5 minutes, okay? I'm gonna edit all of that out, obviously, but yeah, that's how long I've been at this, 32.5 minutes. When the water warms, they inflate the flotation sac on their heads and drift languidly on the sea in packs. No. They say schools of Phione sometimes cross the warm sea here, or like, see one, that's not a Phione. I know that, okay? Oh, and guys, the Manaphy hatched while I was going through all that too. So, yeah. Alright, so we got some heart scales, which will come in handy when we're trying to, you know, relearn moves for certain Pokemon later on. Alright, I'm also gonna do some moving around here in the PC. Yep, move Pokemon. Alright, so party Pokemon. Let's go ahead and get Phione. Well, they're not technically legends, so we'll put them here in this box. And then we'll go ahead and move this one and this one back. Alright. Alright, let's go.
Several days later.
Alright, so now it literally is like 7 days later. Yeah, I'm just now barely getting around to actually like finishing this video. But what I'm gonna cover is just keep going over the or what I'm going to go over is just to keep covering the non-legendary Pokemon that you can catch here in these games that are like through like events. And if it's a Pokemon that you can capture like in the regular Heart Gold and Soul Silver or obtain in regular Heart Gold and Soul Silver, then I'm not going to go over the event unless it's like changed. Like the Dragonair that you can get in Dragon's Den, I'm not going to really mess with. So this is Caitlin, and you basically just have to have a Pokemon with you whose happiness is maxed out. Of course I would. My party is completely full. Dang, nabbit. I should know better by now. So basically, you just have to reach Cianwood City and have a Pokemon with max happiness at the front of your party. And like you can do this really at any point in the game. You don't have to like have all the badges. So you can literally do this like the first time you get to Cianwood City. So let me see here. I am going to go ahead and move Nidoqueen to the box. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. We'll just click and drag like that. There we go. Exit. But yeah, That freaking Phione just, it got me so frustrated because I had the game sped up and it still took me like 20 something minutes to find it. And, yes, yes, yes. Yes. We got the Pikachu. We might have to do Battle Frontier. But let me show you the Pikachu, guys, because it is a special Pikachu that can know Surf and Fly. Isn't that pretty neat? Let's see what its the rest of its moveset is. Thunderbolt, Wish, Surf, and Fly. Okay. This is a high attack Pikachu. Oh, looks like its attack is actually its nature actually raises its attack, doesn't it? Okay. All right, so we got the surfing and flying Pikachu. Let's see. All right, so now I'm looking at the documentation here. We got all the Sinnoh starters in the video where we went to catch, who was it? The Reggies? So I think all we're gonna do now is see if we can get the rest of the starter Pokemon. So let's go to Azalea Town. We're gonna go to Azalea Town. And we'll use Pikachu here to fly to Azalea Town. Pikachu, fly! That's so weird. But this was like a real event that happened. Like you couldn't catch it in the game. It was like some sort of like promotional event that happened when the games came out, the flying and surfing Pikachu. Alright, so just knowing that, you know, I have to have like oh, wait a minute. Dang, nabbit. I don't have to actually... They're all in Kanto, aren't they? Why did I come to Azalea Town? Oh well, I can at least move the Pokemon around like I need to. Alright, so since they're all in Kanto, we might as well just get the Kanto starters first. Let me go ahead and put Pikachu there. I'm also going to deposit Gallade and Meganium just for now. And I'll go ahead and take... Well, let's see, I have Squirtle. How did I get Squirtle and Charmander? Did I already do that event? Or did I... No, I caught that Squirtle somewhere, didn't I? Alright, let me just move Torchic over here. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I should have been way more prepared. But yeah, I think I caught that Squirtle somewhere. Continue box operations? No. But it's at level 5. But see, wait, hold on. See, the fact that I have that Squirtle makes me feel like I should have Bulbasaur too. Hold on, I'm gonna do a little bit of arranging here. So today, guys, is the Super Bowl. And I am thinking / hoping, or did I catch that Squirtle? Let me see something here. Met Route 29. I think I did catch this Squirtle. I think I just caught it in the wild because the Charmander... See Goldenrod City. Yeah, I just caught that Squirtle, didn't I? That is muy interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and move these guys down here. Hold on, guys. Like I said, I'm just doing some mighty rearranging here. These are just other Pokemon that I've managed to pick up. So I'm gonna put the Johto starters here and the Hoenn starters there. Okay, that should work. That should work. I think I did catch that Squirtle on Route 29. I don't know if I actually recorded that because I remember I was searching that route on that route for a Ralts for a long time, and I think I edited out a bunch of the encounters that I had on that route just because it took forever to actually find the Ralts. Okay, so it's not gonna let me fly over there. So But I think that Squirtle and that Rhyhorn that you saw on there too, those were both Pokemon that I ended up catching on that route. So we are going after the Hoenn starters right now. So we need to fly to Pewter City. So I think in the next video, guys, we're pretty much done tracking legendaries, except for like a couple that we still need to get. Or when I say a couple, I mean basically Mew. So we're gonna go to, probably in the next video is when we'll finally go to Vermilion City, and not Vermilion City. Why am I saying that? Viridian Forest. And picking up Pokemon there. Let's see. So, is it this house? Yes, this house. Steven! What's up? Ah, Matt. I see you found the place I said I was staying in. Tell me, Matt, did you find any trace of the Eon Pokemon I told you of previously? Perhaps not. If you do happen to capture it, I'd appreciate it if you could show me Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I have to show him the Latios? Because I'm not about to, like, roam around Kanto. Yes. Uh-huh. Alright, so we got Trico and Mudkip. I was gonna say, I'm not about to, like, roam around Kanto trying to find Latios. If you... Depending on which version you're playing, and I'm sure I went over this in a previous video, but depending on which version you're playing, you can find Latios or Latias roaming around the Kanto region. And then once you find that Pokemon, or catch it, you bring it back over here to Steven, and then Steven supposedly will give you like the Soul Dew or something, so that you can catch the other Lati Pokemon. But until then, you know, you're basically just, you know... No, I'm not going to change the box. Yeah, until then you're basically just having to like figure out where it is, roam around Kanto and look for it. And I just don't feel like doing that. Now, I don't know if they will run away from you like, you know, Entei and Raikou and all them, but you know, still, it's a lot. All right, so we're gonna do the Kanto starter one now. So for the Kanto starters, I am going to go to Lavender Town. We're gonna go to Lavender Town. Come on. There we go. And then after we get all the starters, I think we're pretty much done with the, like, well, no, there might be one more that we can go after, but there's not really much to do in the ways of, like, non-legendary event Pokemon. I mean, you have your regular ones, like, you know, the Shuckle and the Togepi and all of that. Yes, here we go. Okay, then let me go ahead and put Charmander at the front of my team, because Charmander's the one that was actually given to me. Squirtle I just found, so I don't know if I showed him Squirtle, if that would do anything. Alright, so we got Bulbasaur and Squirtle from Professor Oak. So now I have two Squirtles. But only one of them is one that was actually given to me. So alright, we found Professor Oak's retreat. And now the next place that we will go is Saffron City. Alright, Francis. Oh, they're holding stuff. Let us fly to Saffron City. Were the other ones holding stuff? I didn't even, like, notice. Let's see what they're holding. Oranberry. Okay. Oh. Huh, that's interesting. They're holding Oranberries. Remember the whole Moo Milk fiasco where I didn't have enough orange berries. I wonder if this might, hold on guys. I'm gonna get that Moo Milk. Let me go ahead and move these guys back over here. And then this Squirtle is gonna go there, and the Squirtle that I actually caught will go down here. Alright. Let's see here. Let me put this Pikachu right here and the Togepi. Because these were all event Pokemon as well. This Cloyster is kind of an event Pokemon. This shiny Cloyster. We'll put it right there. What about this Hoot? Did I just catch this Hoot for some reason? Oh yeah, that was part of my team for a while. We'll put the Anorith there. And that there. Okay, so now, next is going to be to go to Saffron City to get the rest of the Johto starter. So we'll put Meganium back in the party. And we're already in Saffron City, obviously. No Irwin. So, if you are as far into the game as I am, you really should have already gotten at least one starter from each region. Just, you know, based off of the people that you would have run into, you know, by now. Oh, Matt, I bet you weren't expecting to see me here, right? I was actually looking for you since I heard you were collecting gym badges in Kanto. It's a bit belated, but for being known as Champion Matt, I'd like to give you the other two Pokemon that you didn't choose so long ago. Don't worry, they're only rare, not endangered. Cyndaquil and Totodile. Alright, so now we officially have all of the starter Pokemon up to Gen 4. So like I was saying, if you're this far in the game, you should have already, you should have already been able to accumulate all of the starter Pokemon. So, to get your Kanto starter, just in case you haven't, you need to backtrack. To get your Kanto starter, you get that in Violet City. The first opportunity to obtain a Kanto starter will be in Violet City. In the Pokemon Center, you will see a juggler. And if you talk to him, he'll ask you a series of 4 questions. You answer all correctly, and you'll be able to choose one of the 3 Kanto starters. So if you don't have any Kanto starters, go to the Pokemon Center in Violet City and talk to the juggler there. He'll give you a quiz, and if you get all the answers correct, he'll give you a starter. And if you don't get all the answers correct, I mean, you can take the quiz over and over again until you do. So yeah, we've got all them starters now, though. And then obviously to get your Johto starter, it's, you know, you're just basically, this is going to bug me if I don't do that. There we go. To get all your Johto starters, basically you're just, no, actually it should be this way, shouldn't it? Okay. To get all your Johto starter, obviously you have your Johto starter because that's who you chose at the beginning, so we just did that. To get your Hoenn starter, you got to get to Azalea Town, and again, you take a quiz at the Pokemon Center in Azalea Town, answer all the questions correctly, and you can choose your Hoenn starter. And then in Goldenrod City, again, Pokemon Center, quiz by a juggler. Then you can get your Sinnoh starter. So the first 3 like main big cities, Violet City, Azalea, and Goldenrod, go into the Pokemon Centers, take the quiz with the juggler, and you'll get your Pokemon. So let me just make sure there isn't anyone else that we need to get. Let's see, the Dragonair. Hold on. Oh, this is interesting. Alright, so we got the Sudowoodo. Or we didn't get the Sudowoodo, but I mean it's the same. Lapras is the same. The Red Gyarados is the same. Let's try this. This is going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put Gallade back in the party. And we is going to fly. This might be kind of a long video. But we're going to go ahead and, whoops, Francis, we're going to go ahead and fly to, I'd really like to fly to Newbark Town, but I don't think we can fly there directly from here. So we'll just fly right here. Alright, and then fly to New Bark. I mean, we can get there from here. I'm trying to go to Tojo Falls. We can get there from there, but I think it's just easier to get there from New Bark Town. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and Scythe on Francis. Francis is like the ultimate HM slave in this game, seriously. I need to treat Francis better. Let me see. I know somewhere in here, it's probably at the end, right? Because I did run out of repels at one point. Yes, Super Repel. Use. Alright, I just don't want to run into any Pokemons here that I'm not supposed to. Alright, so for the next non-legendary event Pokemon, we're going to come here to Tojo Falls. Look, there's a Goldeen. It's not a Goldeen that we're after. But... Yep. There's a secret room back here, guys. Right there. Alright, so I'm actually going to go ahead and save the game here. Yes. Okay, and I am going to put... We're in a cave, so that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put Eugene here at the front because this Pokemon we actually do battle in order to catch. So, the radio seems to be working, barely. Which program do you want to tune into? So, we have 5 different programs here that we can tune into, so choose wisely. I'm actually going to choose the first one, 16 hours. Huh? What? What? A wild, shiny Dragonite appeared. OM goodness. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and Thunder Wave it just so that we can paralyze it, of course. Let's see how much damage this does. Okay, not much. We can probably get away with a Thunderbolt here next. Attack rose, speed rose, so it might go first here. Yeah, it did, but it's using Dragon Dance again. So basically, whatever it hits me with, it's going to, like, destroy me. That's what that means. Go, Thunderbolt. Okay, okay. We should be able to do another Thunder Wave to get it in the red. And it's using another Dragon Dance. Oh my god. It's just going to completely destroy me once it actually decides to attack. And then watch, it's going to use like special attacks. Wait a minute. It never got paralyzed. I just now noticed it never got paralyzed. Dang, nabbit. Alright, well let's try this anyway. Actually... No, let's try this. Let's send in Casey Schmacy. Aqua Tail. That won't be very effective. Although, with 3 Dragon Dances... Okay, even with 3 Dragon Dances, that's all it did. That's awesome. It's going to use Aqua Tail again. That would have been very effective against Eugene. It probably would have knocked out Eugene. So we're going to use Grass Whistle. To hopefully... Well, not hopefully, to put it to sleep. We're going to go ahead and Pokeball, Dusk Ball. Since we are in the cave, we can use a Dusk Ball. And then once it falls asleep, it should be even easier to catch. Huh? Okay, it didn't even need to be asleep. Gotcha. And I guess I didn't need to have a open slot in my team. But look, Dragon Flying. This marine Pokemon has an impressive build that lets it freely fly over raging seas without trouble. Give a nickname to the caught Dragonite? No. You know Ash has a Dragonite now? The radio seems busted. Alright, so, like I said, or like you probably noticed, there were like 5 different radio programs that we could tune into. We chose the 16 hours one, which got us a shiny Dragonite. But if you choose the Black Rock, that will have Tyranitar show up. Menacing Boom will have Salamence show up. Cross Attack will have Metagross show up. And Jaws on Land will have Garchomp show up. All shiny forms, level 60 shiny forms. So you can get your shiny pseudo legendary depending on which program you choose. I don't know of a way to get all 5, but you know, you at least get one. So I just chose to go with Dragonite since I like its shiny form, and you know, Dragonite's awesome. So let me look and just make sure there isn't anyone else. All right, so the Snorlax is normal. Okay. Let's see. Can I fly to Johto from here, or am I? No, I am Totes and Kanto now. Okay. Which is weird because you can fly. Let me see here. Maybe from the. I was gonna say, maybe from the water we can fly. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and fly again. Francis, fly. What? I don't know if I like that. I thought that the water was technically Johto, but I guess it's Kanto. Alright, now we're in Johto. So now I should be able to fly, no trouble, to Azalea Town. I should have done this when I was in Azalea Town earlier, but I wasn't thinking. Now, this is something that you can do pretty early in the game. What I'm about to do here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so stand on top and press A. Do you want to throw the odd keystone into the well? Yes, I do. So when I played Pokemon Storm Silver, all these events that I'm doing, by the way, also happen in Pokemon Storm Silver, just in case you're playing that one. But when I played Pokemon Storm Silver back in the day, I did this, you know, through the odd keystone, and Spiritomb here appeared and actually used it in my party. So yeah, it's at level 20. So basically any Pokemon that I have in my team is going to do way too much damage. Let me go ahead and send out Casey. Like I said earlier, it would probably be a big help if I had a Pokemon with False Swipe in my team, but I wasn't thinking. Grass Whistle. You know what? I was just thinking. I could have Nidoqueen. Well, I don't have Nidoqueen in my party right now, though, do I? I was going to say I could have Nidoqueen poison it. Yeah, we're just going to do this, because... Yeah, we're just going to do this. Really? Okay, then. That's 2 in a row where it didn't actually have to be asleep. Alright, but we got the Spiritomb, guys. It was formed by uniting 108 spirits. It has been bound to the odd keystone to keep it from doing any mischief, a ghost and dark type. Give a nickname to the caught Spiritomb? No. Spiritomb was transferred to Box 1 in Bill's PC. So, no, Hiker Perry, I don't have time for your shenanigans. So, until the Fairy type came out in Generation 6, the Ghost and Dark type Pokemon, like Spiritomb and also Sableye, did not have a weakness. They didn't have any weaknesses. So, That was always kind of neat to use them. They weren't like the strongest Pokemon ever, but there wasn't going to be any attack that would hit them that would be super effective. Unless a fighting type Pokemon came at them and used like Foresight or something like that. Then that was the only way that they could actually get hit by a super effective move. But it had to be like set up that way. And like if a fighting type Pokemon came at you and used Foresight, like you knew what was going to happen. So I mean, you had time to like, you know, switch out. You weren't going to be surprised by anything. So let's see. So we got, I'm literally just looking at the documentation that came with the game. So we got Spiritomb, Sudowoodo, Lapras, Gyarados are all the same, just levels changed. Snorlax is the same, just level change. We got the Dragonite. Let's see here. Cast form. All right, there's two more. There's two more that we can go for here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And the two more that we have are all here in Johto, so we don't have to worry about, you know, trying to get to Kanto. I'm gonna go back to New Barktown. See, if I had actually like planned this out better, I would have done this when I was like in New Barktown like just now earlier, but I didn't plan it out better, so here we are. And I'm gonna go actually put Casey here in the front of the team. So in order to get this event Pokemon, all you need is the plain badge. You just need the plain badge, which is the third badge. And then you can come back and give the TV screen a thump. And a Pokemon will come out. Now, I don't know if this is... I don't remember if this is in the original Heart Gold and Soul Silver or not. I don't think it was. But I'm going to do it anyway, just in case. And we're going to do a similar thing here as we did with Spiritomb. Going to use Grass Whistle. And then just throw an Ultra Ball at it and see what happens. Yeah, Ultra Ball, let's do it. And if this doesn't catch it, hopefully after it falls asleep, that'll catch it. No, of course not. Okay. But it is going to fall asleep now. After it uses up. Wait, can it fall asleep since it's using Uproar? It can't sleep in Uproar. Let's see, it is an electric type. Let me try this. Now, I don't know if... I don't know if Rotom appears more than once here. If it gets knocked out. Okay. Okay. Maybe that'll be good enough. I was going to say, if I knock out the Rotom, I probably won't come back for it just because it's a Rotom and it... who cares, right? But if I can catch it, you know, that's always nice. No? Really? So I was able to catch a Dragonite and a Spiritomb, but not a freaking Rotom. Well, I don't know. Rotom's catch rate may be worse than Spiritomb's, but I mean, it's definitely not worse than Dragonite, so I wouldn't think it would be. But Dragonite was in the red, so... Alright, Rotom calmed down. Maybe now that it's not in an uproar anymore, we can do this. Yes? Yes? Hey! I doubt that it not being in the uproar had anything to do with that, but, you know. Research continues on this Pokemon, which could be the power source of a unique motor. Give a nickname to the caught Rotom? No. Rotom was transferred to Box 1 on Bill's PC. Like, I feel like, at least for me, the way I always viewed Rotom, like, it wasn't a legendary, but it was still, like, kind of like a rare Pokemon that, you know, was kind of neat to obtain. But ever since the Rotom decks and the Rotom-E, like the fact that like Rotom seems to be like a common Pokemon that is used for these devices in Generation 7 and 8, like I just feel like the whole like lore or mystery behind Rotom has just kind of like like gone away from me. So, all right, we do have one more Pokemon that we want to get, kind of. Yeah, we're done, right? Yeah, everything else that's left is either a legendary Pokemon or one that like we can like get through the just normal gameplay. So we're going to go ahead and fly to Mahogany Town. Last stop, Mahogany Town. Alright, and then this is one that we actually do need a free slot in the party for. So, boot it up to PC, Bill's PC. I might have actually like done this earlier, but the fact that I didn't have an empty slot on my team basically just made it so that I couldn't get it, or I just didn't feel like, you know, going back to the Pokemon Center and freeing up a slot to get the Pokemon, so. I totally forgot that I had that repel up. Alright, so here we've got Buck and Riley. So we're going to talk to Riley. Riley, it's good to see you again, Matt. Now that you're here, I can finally give you that reward I promised you for helping us defeat Team Rocket. And we got an egg. Within due course, that egg will hatch into a Riolu. When it does, I want you to show it around the world. I have no doubt that's in your capability, Matt. Yeah, it's definitely in my capability, but I don't want to. So we got a Riolu egg, and I mean, I know I'm gonna deposit it. I don't think it's like shiny or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and select Nidoqueen here to move it back into the party, and we'll have the egg there in the box. So I think we're done now as far as getting Pokemon. These are all the legendary Pokemon. As you can see, we got a lot of Generation 4 legends. The Generation 3 legends, we still have a few to get. We still have Mew to get. So, continue box operations? No. But we'll probably get Mew in the next video. I plan on doing Viridian Forest in the next video. So that'll involve catching Mew and also taking on those strong trainers. I feel like I should be able to take on those trainers at the level that my Pokemon are at now. Just if I, you know, as long as I go into those battles with a good strategy, I should be able to take them on, like, no problem, I feel like. And then we'll catch Mew in there as well. And then after that will be the red battle. And I'm gonna hopefully be able to train my Pokemon up some more. Oh, one thing to mention. I don't know why, but I thought that you were able to go back onto the SS Aqua and, like, you know, train there with the trainers, like going back and forth between Johto and Kanto, but apparently not. Like, apparently once you battle them, like once going each way, you like they won't battle you again. I think that was the case in Gold and Silver. I think in Gold and Silver and Crystal, if you did that, you could like keep battling them over and over again, but I guess they took that out for Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it kind of sucks because that was a really good place to train. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will try really hard to upload more frequently. I can't make any promises just because of everything that's going on, you know, planning for upcoming events and things. But yeah, thank you for being patient. Thanks for sticking in there with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.